Let's see exactly how things go down. I'm curious about non-Sova on this map. It's not common subbing in essentially in this lineup for the breach. Gonna bring a lot of value, sure, but the same amount as a Sova? I'm not sure.
Well, it worked last time, and already Sushi Boy's looking to continue his run of form. They have a check for Victor, though, and give this man an opportunity. He's found himself 2 kills.
So, oh no, Crashy is tagged him heavily on the way back, but he'll still take down Foxy. 10 HP left. He needs a headshot. At least onto Scary, but he won't find it. Scary returning it and putting it at least into a winnable spot for them. Sushi Boys on 8 HP is walking away with 3, leaving FNS to try his best to clutch this out. The right click is his friend in this one, with everybody being so low.
From Victor to pull that back after being in a surprising spot, but yeah, one hell of a start already. X10 again are going to take themselves a pistol.
With that, it means that they've got a stacked up buy in this round up against pistols, but they're in danger. Sushi Boy spams on through. Cruz is in a great position. Okay, they've shut the...
See, like, I know there's a lot of North American fans out there, but it is impossible not to love X10. Like, these guys are so much fun to watch in and out of this server. I'm sure we're going to get some incredible entrances from them if they do make it through into that quarter. There's still a very long way to go, and now there's rifles on the Envy side.
Yeah, he's waiting for someone to walk on through, and you can see they're just seconds away from doing that, but he misses the timing. They're already around the corner. Luckily, he catches Scary, and he'll flee for his life. The advantage already there is now you want to avoid giving any close-range duels, which is why all this control is given up. They confirm that it's being looked for by X10. The idea there, you know, was it just one guy trying to create a little bit of space or an actual attempt at an A-take? And now they've realized, yeah, it was an attempt at an A-take, but X10 have reset. Sadly, they're not finding space anywhere else.
Here. Ooh, a little risky. Paddy's not going to get anything off the back of it. Also, utility being dropped just to try and delay that push through. Envy doing very well just to try and hold them back at this point. And again, with the weaponry that's available, there's such an advantage here for Envy in these longer range battles. They don't want to get up in the face. They don't want to try and push these players down, especially now they've dropped a couple. And now they're going to go doubling back into the A site. And guess what? Ye's already waiting.
Yeah, they're playing well, they were playing a full retake. Now they're going for a little bit more control. Ye is going to catch Paddy. The spike luckily bounces down, but with 12 seconds. And you notice how much time they delay with like the Trailblazer, the Recon Dart on mid. They're getting all this information off that double initiator setup, and that's why it's so valuable on a map like Haven, which is so big, you need to have info to play. Or you need to go for hyper-aggressive peaks, and actually Envy are going for some of those. Ye is pushed all the way down C long, so they have a bunch of info, knowing that the A side is likely to be hit by X10. And if they went B, they'll have early flanks anyways, and they can crunch them. So this is a great start for Envy.
Well, it looks like they've got one hell of a read. Like, the amount of utility that's already gathered up with 2 players on this A site, like, it's unlikely you'll see this much utility and this many players on a site at once. But the only reason for that, as you said, is because of the amount of info. In fact, they're already going to start rotating over Victor as well. So at this point, it's basically just a full-on stack.
Yeah, this is a bit of a lost round for X10, not covering their bases, not stopping the aggression, and now they're going to have trouble walking, excuse me, walking into a stacked up site, catching me off guard with some of these duels going down.
The default chances are they're going to catch some of that aggression, and then you can't have these stacks, because a 3-player stack and all of your Killjoy and Astro utility on one site, it doesn't happen very often for a reason that you would have to basically cover everything up with 2 players.
Paddy hit that shot onto Ye. Ye is 49 HP now. Going to be very vulnerable for a lot of these for everyone.
Victor's on 0.
Victor is on 0, yeah, and that's actually less than 49. That one was
Thank you,
Dad.
Professor.
No worries, no worries.
The trade's coming back thick and fast, though. Couple of kills for Envy, making this a lot less dangerous than it previously looked. And again, they've got the rotation spot on, the swing coming through. Oh, never mind. Scary's going to take down his counterpart of Marved, and they'll have this site. The thing is, though, I don't think they'll be expecting Ye to have this faster wraparound, pushing through the sewers and looking for that flank.
Ye also typically hasn't been playing this side. You know, he's been swapping it up a lot, so you're not necessarily going to expect it, and there you go. He's already found the first, running down the clock, allowing his teammates to start this retake in, and Paddy needs a hell of a shot. Sadly, the hipfire doesn't dirty, and Crashies will close this round out. Hunter's Fury online for a couple of rounds, but now they're coming in with a full buy. is where things can turn around with a faster play straight towards the C site. They are rushing it in. FNS playing the anti-flash, but that allows Paddy to get onto the backside. He'll eventually walk away with 1 kill. Turns onto FNS for more, and the site is theirs. He eats that shock dart, though, which leaves it into a 3v3.
Yeah, they're having to use the lockdown just to give them enough time to get into an after plant.
Seekers.
And we're going to have the push coming through. This battle could be absolutely everything. And of course, yeah, he's going to win it. Leaving things into a 3 versus 2 retake. One of the players desperately low as well. They are looking to try and use this Rolling Thunder here. Now, the other player's incredibly far away, but they're expecting to buy enough time that they can go for a wraparound. And that might just be enough.
Very early Nano Swarm as well. That's not going to buy them as much time as they hope. The Rolling Thunder indeed comes out in the same regard. Running down the clock, they're relying on this flank coming through. It was being watched, but it looks like Envy have diverted their attention. They're looking.
Oh, no, for sure. Like I said, thus far, I think Envy have had the read of the game much better than X10 in terms of the direction of where their opponents will be going and how they're going to place down a lot of their Astra utility already, though. Yay, off angle taken, and Paddy's life as well. Yeah,
we saw him stood up in the early round on top of the gong in the back of B. Took me a second to remember that word.
Yeah, the word was gone.
The shock darts are so strong. Crashies is even looking to fire through another. Foxy on his way in gets detected. Here comes the grab well, and not able to follow up on it. Luckily, he reacted in time to get out of there. But still, they've maintained control of Garage. They've got the man advantage. Envy are in a really good spot.
Yeah, these setups are nasty. They basically just look to try and make a player vulnerable and then kill them off with utility. They wouldn't even have seen anyone in that battle.
It's not even that. It's also like after those players fall back, FNS goes in and holds closed doors. So now an angle they cleared a couple seconds ago is occupied. They don't go towards it, though. They are going for a play to see long, held out by utility for a moment. Marv has not been stunned on the backside. This is dangerous. He'll only get away with 1. But now FNS has an opportunity, and even blinded, he's able to get away with a kill. 2v4 as X10 get a plant.
I don't know if that plant's going to be anywhere near enough as the Cosmic Divide fades. There's so many players just waiting behind, and FNS is already going to clean things up way too easily. 5-2.
Down the A site, helping out with that and the B hold. It's like the setup is shifting so frequently that it's almost impossible for X10 to actually figure out how to counter it because you don't know what you're coming up against each round.
Yeah, it seems like FNS as well is just gambling on the positions that they haven't really targeted. The B site hasn't been under contention much, so okay, we'll just place a lot of our utility there and just gamble the rest of our players onto other portions of the map. There's already 3 people on A. They've only just started pushing in that direction. That's a nice shot, though, from Sushi Boys.
Yeah, really nice by X10, shouldering the disadvantage as they move in towards the site. The flash onto Marv, but he'll still look for the fight. That dash is so strong, and Paddy gets away with a kill, as well as the space for his team to follow up. Somehow, despite the economy being absolutely ruined on this attack side, they are set to take this round. Oh, it can't be Crashies again. That double kill's made it doable, and we've seen Ye win these before.
He's got a lot still to do. He's got to close down the space. Operator in this spot, definitely not the ideal weapon, as you'd hope there'd be a trade available for X10 as he looks to try and swing back in, and the time now starting to tick relatively low. He's gonna land the no-scope, though! Just 1 more! Second later, he's getting shot with that Operator, and we all know it, so it's not comfortable, but it was also a thrifty round. There wasn't a lot invested into this one, so hopefully that's the wind that starts building up the momentum of this squad, and we've seen them do it before. All it takes is a split. They were 5-0 down on the last map. Quickly returned, but Victor alongside Crashies. I swear this man gets a kill with that ult every single round.
He got a kill and an assist. It's ridiculous. He got the first tag, allowing Victor to take down the player, obviously revealing him as well, which just makes it so much easier. And then the follow-up was a frag.
I feel like it's always 1.5. It is always 1.5.
Yeah, it is. The man's average damage with Hunter's Furies is actually just stupid. Especially when you consider, like, if he was doing that in ranked, I'd be like, damn, that's impressive. He's doing it at Champions, goddammit. Like, it's just unfair.
How is Marv here?
I don't know, has he got a teleport? Is this Omen all of a sudden? He's in their spawn, and they have absolutely no clue, but Crashies goes down. A big player for this team, but so is Ye, and now the flank of Marv. He hasn't been spotted, and he knows they're on long. Oh, there's a free kill for him, tapping away, taking crews down, and they know Sushi.
And realistically, for this half not to get out of control, X10 need to win it.
And it's not looking good to start with. I don't know how Crashies is on fire like this. Yay, turning up for 3 as well. And the final player's being spotted. Scary with 50 HP, running for his life. Don't do it to him. Don't you do it to him, Yay. Oh my god, that was close. Good spray. Scary doing damage. 19 health left on Yay. He does not want to peek this. I mean, it is somehow actually winnable for Scary in this situation. He already has 2 kills. Can he make it the full 4 pieces?
It's unbelievable, but the fact that Crashies is with him just makes it so much tougher.
Can I just say that we all just saw the post-round comms. Ye just swung and killed 3 people like it was nothing. He's like, yeah, good job, Emma. Yeah, I'll just do it again. Yeah, just kill them. How are they so chill? Making god-tier plays here, looking for their quarterfinal spot, and it's looking even better in this round. Oh, I could see that going their way as well. 3 versus 4. It's still kind of winnable. Rolling Thunder for Cruz. This could work out.
They've got themselves the afterplant, but the retakes thus far have been so good from the side of Envy. They've been willing to give up a lot of this control. He's going for some more shock dart damage and forcing a little bit more aggression, but the thing is this, they've taken space. They're just straight up defusing this. The aftershock will at least delay them for the moment, but they might not know that this has already got halfway. Again, the Rolling Thunder is set up to try and force them back as they tap this defuse once more. Paddyban's going to be hit by it as well, and they're still just sticking this defuse, holding it all the way through.
Can't get there in time, and the defuse right under their noses into the final round. Envy can potentially push up to 9. This is scary. Oh my god, oh my god! He's been hit by everything! Every piece of utilities just landed at FNS's feet, and still Envy walk out with a double, a triple, a quad. 10 aren't looking too strong just yet. It has been a marvelous performance from Envy. But do they have what it takes to close this out? That's the question we'll be answering in the next couple of seconds. That aggression out of Victor working great to start things off. But oh my god! Paddy comes in for a double. Foxy with the same, and Crashies, he's still in their spawn. And he's wondering how he's going to win this 1v4.
He's going to have to...
It's the team that is good on Haven, but Envy are almost reinventing themselves. They are so fluid on the defense, and I imagine the attack's going to be much the same.
The other thing as well is if you're talking about that previous Masters event, Crashies, I think excluding Duelist and maybe Laz, he was the highest rated player in the entire tournament. So if you're getting Masters Berlin Crashies, I think this is over.
You know, so Envy have 4 spot coming into this round. That just really shows you how confident of a team they are right now. X10 pushing down, about to be caught off by FNS, who gets a double. I saw him taking Cruz, but Paddy as well is a bit ridiculous. Yay, overzealous on the C side is punished, and so too will the majority of the MB team be. This is a bounce back from X10, a round that it is acceptable to lose a few players in because Envy have got that forced buy up, but Sushi Boys doesn't give a damn and leaves Victor to do it all by himself. Great damage. The 1v2 not looking very likely with 2 HP remaining.
I think that was just almost, I'm feeling that this will be the right timing. And, you know, his chakra was on point.
Oh, you see. Stop it. Stop it. Don't need any more of that in my life.
He looked at his crystals. It told him this was the moment.
All right, Tom. Okay. The line, see it? It's right there. Your foot's on it. Let's just be careful. 4 rounds between them. You're going to see Envy trying to get aggressive on A. They've spotted some players up close. Great shot by Paddy. He's just owning these duels. When it comes to the A side, I think Envy should be going nowhere near it right now. Well, certainly not with a flash in your hand like that. Good shot by Ye. Only the one to be found, and Marv wants to do a little bit of extra damage. It's not a strong buy coming out of the side of Envy. Oh, I love this. I think X10 are contemplating, what are Envy going to do? Well, they've seen us get aggressive on A so much so, instead they're going to go to the C side. And so X10 run into them, take a double opening, and now the players inside of Garage can't really get out towards the site. That Nanoswarm destroyed means that they're reclaiming site control, and X10 have a man advantage on a bonus with a couple rifles upgraded. Really strong position to play from here for the defensive side. And even over towards this A side, they might think that it was being played on full retake and the rotates happened to see here it was a full stack, but look where Foxy is. He is sat down on short, waiting for the late round. He'll let them plant and wait for his teammates to come rallying to his side. See if he can pick one of them off in the meantime.
They're going for the clear. Timing going to be absolutely everything. There is no chance that anything comes through for Foxy. And then the Seekers is now up for Victor. Will give away all the remaining positions. The fact is the remaining members of X10 are nowhere near this A site. And although it started excellently, they're now in a 3v3 retake.
Yeah, those Seekers still, I really like the usage of them there. It's just being hyper vigilant, making sure there's not a player kind of tucked in on the A long corner or something like that, and they don't want to waste the time going to clear it before they plant. Now they know that these players are kind of contained further away, and well, only the one for Yay, leaving Victor alone. This is kind of falling apart pretty damn quickly. This man has to do it all. Both players coming from the spawn right up in front of him. Low HP on Sushi Boys, who gets deleted. Flash ready, primed and popped around the corner. But Cruz still walks away with the victory. Of which or when these things will happen. Take a look at X10 now, though. Full ultimates. Outside of the Cosmic Divide, they have everything to work with. But they are losing a couple of players. Luckily, Sushi Boys is there to eliminate Marv and Victor.
I think they saw how many ultimate orbs were actually on the board, how many ults were close, I should say, and so they had a direct counter to that orb just to try and get a couple of kills. Yay, though, has managed to shut down Foxy, so it turns back into a 3v3 scenario. The reason they wanted that Blade Storm so bad is because this man can dominate if given the chance.
He most certainly can. Now it's scary because if you're on the side of X10, you never know when Ye's going to come around the corner, where he's gone, and he's making his way up through mid with a classic in hand. This is an odd play. He's going to walk through the smoke with the same and just get destroyed. I have to say, I'm a little bit perplexed. Was he searching for some Killjoy util, maybe?
Maybe. Yeah, I guess assumed the alarm bot would be there. Wouldn't want to use a knife on it, but clearly just didn't expect anybody to be watching that angle. They've in fact surrendered the C site completely, and a lot of that comes down to having a lockdown available. So they can just go for this full retake and force players out. Now, I do see a couple of shock darts available for Crashies, and in fact, he goes aggressive. So now he's taken out that lockdown. That retake is gone.
And FNS has put his own down. Couple seconds left on that to pop, but look who's waiting for them. Paddy wanting to get aggressive right afterwards. There's the pulse, and he's going to walk in right after, making his way up behind. FNS won't be seen. He's hiding up in the corner atop the logs. But it's Crashies. I'm worried about that barrel is going to become visible very soon. In fact, he's walked out into the open. Paddy gets away with both of them. I mean, we are one away, and X10 still have all those ultimates that we talked about. They've been clutching out rounds. They've been showing us their depth, and I didn't expect Envy to stall like this. In fact, when it came to the attack side, I felt like this is where Ye was going to really show up. Think about him on Split. My God, the early rounds were impressive.
They've just walked into C.
They have walked into it indeed.
This is a full retake setup.
Of course, you've got Rolling Thunder, you've got Lockdown. X10 don't need to commit to A or C, and they're playing heavily around those mid duels around holding garage control, the most important angles. And in fact, the Trailblazer is going to spot FNS. It's going to tag him as well. The Nano Swarm, the grab well on the Nano Swarm. That's huge. Great damage done. It leaves Foxy on 8 HP, but they can't get away with the kill. I don't know how everybody is tagged up so much. This is ridiculous. A shock dart going through. It could be a death sentence for any of these players. Another, in fact, then it will be with Foxy going down. I don't know how Crashies is safe in that corner, nor do they. They never expected him to be there again.
Triple ultimate retake coming out from X10. So they have basically invested everything they had in terms of ultimates into that round and lost.
Just Crashies diff, man, honestly. And here we go. He's going to get a kill with it. No, no. It's the first time we've seen it's almost more hype than when he gets 2 kills. Like, he's actually missed it. But still, they're going to get the plant out of this one. And X10 having to fight their way back in towards the site. It definitely didn't go well last time, and now they don't have all those ults to work with.
Yeah, they'll get the site for free. The Seekers spawning out if there's anybody on the flank. Look how fast Envy are rolling through. They're trying to go on the wraparound. Now, Paddy's already managed to find one, and because of this, they can just get straight onto the defusal. They're just trying to stick this all the way, but the spam through is enough. Trades coming back and forth, but this being halfway definitely has its risks about it. Up close, Sushi Boys loses the battle, and they're not able to just get on this defusal anymore. They need an absolute miracle, and Paddy knows it. He's just trying to fall out of there at this point. Envy, they have their 11th in the bag. Can they get rid of the op?
They might be able to. Ye is coming around on this. In fact, it's Cruz who's taking the Stinger, a Spectre for Sushi Boys. Everybody else buying up, and Paddy has that Operator obviously saved over from the previous round. It's not ideal. They're going to go for the same aggression up through A. It feels like Envy are very much just waiting for X10 to make a move. They know there's going to be some economic weaknesses. They know that
He tried to shoot the drone and headshotted Ye. That might be the luckiest thing I've ever seen, and then Patty peeks back up. Oh my god! Oh, buy a lottery ticket. That's never going to happen again.
Well, there's 2 players spotted on C as well. You know, everywhere that Envy are trying to go, they're just running into stacks and fighting for the extremities. But up here on the flank, FNS is good for the first. Now Sushi Boys is in a bit of trouble with a Spectre, and he's being spammed down. Still going to get a kill. Marv left to 40 and taken down immediately. The flank in through long. Patty playing with the operator. Envy not in the best of spots economically, Tom. They're going to take the eco and fight for the next round, which means X10 should be getting double digits themselves. This is a hell of a close game. Exactly why we wanted a third map.
Oh, for sure. X10 showing that they have the fight to try and break back. An aggressive stance coming through from Ye. That hero rifle looking to take it into his own hands. The bait from Crashies is absolutely fine, and the whip from Cruz. That might just turn this round on its head. However, Scary has already pushed back in another for Sushi Boys, making sure...
I have to tell you idiots that Vision Strikers are going to win this tournament. Still stand by that, Achilles?
I doubt it.
He's
Either way,
something
we're in the round, Mitch. We're pushing forward. The flash is perfect from Foxy. They had a pause to try and think what they were going to do. The fact is, all they've done is take a few bullets. Foxy trying to do everything in this round, leaving just 2 players remaining. They're going to have to use every piece of utility just to try and kill him off. And then there's still Cruz just waiting behind.
Oh yeah, this one ain't gonna go their way. FNS left on 7 HP.
Have themselves a Blade Storm on Ye. Crashy still investing into a rifle, so there are still some possibilities here. And we can see an attempt for that ultimate orb. The reason is Crashy's one off, but look at this pace. Just running straight through. Ye has already managed to pick off one. He's taken a lot of damage in response, but it leaves, well, I was going to say 1 defender, but there has been a rotation.
There has been a rotation. There's also been a heal back up, so Ye is on full HP, but Foxy, there's no way they check this. They're lining up for him, and he'll only get away with 1. Ye quickly shutting it down. This gets scary very quickly because look where Crashies is, lurking in the shadows of C Long. They're moving to the A site. Cruz will try to hold on, and he gets away with 3. The lockdown will do absolutely nothing. X10 have the advantage in a 2v1. Crashies has to clutch this out. No way he commits this Hunter's Fury. As much as he usually gets 2 kills with it.
Gets 1.5.
You don't want it in a 1v2, though. He will creep up through long. It's being watched. Scary on the angle. He's been precise in the duel so far, and it comes damn close. Rolling Thunder committed. Crashy's already bailing around. 9 bullets left to try and make this work, and these players are so damn low. I think he's Hunter's Fury. He is. He's going to try to connect it. If he gets this 1 tag, they'll go down, but he won't find anything.
Oh. The one time he doesn't manage to get himself a kill is the one time it might have mattered most. He can't even make his way out, really. He might have died if he just dropped down. So he has to just almost save the weapon at this point. It is hero after hero for X10 as they're going to get themselves a 12th round on the board. Cruz, give yourself a pat on the back.
If you're an Envy fan, but SEA is cheering loud. Here we go. The final round of regulation. Envy need this to stay alive in Champions. X10 on the defense. They've got a lot of players towards this C side. Envy running into it. They've got Scary on the back who will be dealt with immediately. And this is the round where we needed someone to step up for Envy. And of course it's Ye to get it done.
Oh, there is still a response, but it's going to be tough. They need a hero once again. It's not happening. OT is looking more than likely. It's left all onto Paddy to try and clutch this one out, and he's already been spotted.
I've been rubbing your head all game long, Tom. It's what's giving me these foresights into the future. The OT starting out here, X10 on the attack. In case you don't know, 3 ult orbs away for every single player. Every round it's going to reset, and they'll swap sides as we go. First to take it. It's like tennis. We're on deuce, then advantage, and then you close it out.
Yeah, just 2 rounds. Like, let's just put it there. Win 1 on each side.
Yeah, like tennis. Everyone watches tennis.
Yeah, everyone watches
exhilarating
tennis.
Sport. I used to
Here
play.
we go. This is going to be the aggressive push. I don't care if you used to play tennis because we have a push coming into this side. I don't know if the Tiger has actually spotted out Crashies. They've got the flash and they have a couple of players here. This is already basically a stack. through from the Envy side. A good opportunity here for Crashes again, but he's going to get owned by Utility, and a snapback from Paddy takes off Ye's head. It's now down to FNS in a 1v3 to stop that advantage going to X10.
It's the same strategy we saw fail for X10 earlier, stacking up on the A side, biding their time.
Attempt for this round. By the looks of it, they might just want to challenge into mid here. Not something we've seen too often in this matchup. It's been a very heavy lean into C, in fact, for the majority of the rounds we saw from Envy. Maybe they'll end up there again.
X10 stacked up on C, really gambling it. As you see Envy creep in towards this side, I'm getting very, very worried. This could be where we lose the North Americans, where SEA claim their spot in the playoffs. The stun to the backside. Oh, they're going to eliminate Sushi Boy to start with, but Paddy is still going strong on the backside. Oh, and through the cloud burst, comes the Blade Storm, and it's not